Ladies and gentlemen, imagine holding a single gold coin in your hand, a coin struck in 1908, more than 115 years ago. This is not just any coin, it's the legendary Indian head $10 gold eagle, a masterpiece designed by Augustus Saint-Gaudens at the request of President Theodore Roosevelt himself. A coin made of nearly half an ounce of pure gold, carrying history, artistry, and power in every detail. Today, this treasure is sold for as much as $80,000 at auction. In this video, we'll uncover its history, its design, and the true value that makes the 1908 Indian head $10 one of the most valuable gold coins in America. Today we journey back to the year 1907 to uncover the story of one of America's most iconic and highly treasured gold coins, the Indian head $10 gold eagle, with no mint mark. This coin is not just money, it is history cast in gold, a piece of art that symbolizes a bold era of transformation in American coinage. The 1907 Indian head $10 gold eagle holds a special place in the world of numismatics. This was the first year this legendary design was introduced, created by none other than the celebrated sculptor Augustus Saint-Gaudens, commissioned by President Theodore Roosevelt himself. The coin was part of a movement to bring true artistry to American money. Before 1907, U.S. gold coins had relatively simple designs. Roosevelt, however, wanted coins that would rival the beauty of ancient Greek masterpieces. He saw coinage as national art, something that would showcase America's greatness not only in commerce but also in culture. This is what gave birth to the breathtaking Indian head $10 coin. On the obverse, the coin features Lady Liberty, but in a bold and unique way. She is shown wearing a Native American war bonnet, a headdress of feathers that immediately set this coin apart. It was a daring choice, merging classical beauty with Native American symbolism. This design captured strength, pride, and unity. On the reverse, we see the majestic bald eagle standing powerfully on a bundle of arrows, with an olive branch of peace. It is a perfect balance of might and peace, war and diplomacy, reminding every holder of America's ideals. The 1907 issue with no mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and because it marked the very first year of this new design, collectors worldwide consider it a landmark piece. It was not just another gold coin, it was the start of a revolution in U.S. coinage. Now, let's talk about value. The 1907 Indian head $10 gold eagle was made of real gold, 90% gold and 10% copper, containing nearly half an ounce of pure gold. That alone gives it a strong base value. But what makes this coin truly valuable is far beyond its gold content. It is history, rarity, and beauty combined. Collectors today are not just buying gold when they purchase this coin. They are buying the very beginning of Saint-Gaudens' legendary coinage legacy. They are holding in their hands the result of Roosevelt's dream, the rebirth of American coinage. That makes the 1907 coin priceless in terms of significance, but significance translates into real-world dollars. This coin regularly sells at auction for thousands of dollars, even in circulated condition. Well-preserved examples soar much higher, making it one of the most desirable gold coins of the 20th century. If you're wondering just how high its value can go, let me tell you this. A superb gem example of the 1907 Indian head $10 has reached breathtaking numbers at auction, with prices climbing to $600,000 for pristine, museum-worthy specimens. That's right. A single coin that once passed through everyday hands can now command over $500,000. Even coins in lower grades are far from ordinary. A circulated 1907 Indian head $10 gold eagle can still bring in several $1,000s, while higher mint state grades rise into tens of thousands with ease. That's the level of demand and respect this coin holds among collectors and investors alike. It is not just the age of the coin that makes it valuable, it is the story. This was Roosevelt's coin. This was Saint-Gaudens' vision. It was the dawn of an artistic golden age in U.S. coinage, and owning a piece of that story means owning a treasure that can never be recreated. Every coin collector knows that the first year of issue often carries extra weight, and in the case of the 1907 Indian head $10, that first-year status makes it all the more irresistible. Collectors will always seek it, investors will always value it, and its beauty will always command admiration. Think about it for a moment. In your hands, you could hold the very same type of coin that Roosevelt himself admired when he approved the design. This is not just gold, it is a tangible link to America's history, politics, art, and culture. And this is why the 1907 Indian head $10 with no mint mark is considered one of the most valuable coins you can dream of adding to your collection. It is valuable in gold, valuable in rarity, valuable in artistry, and valuable in legacy. If you ever come across one of these coins, know that you are looking at a fortune. Whether it sells for $5,000, $50,000, or climbs towards $600,000 at the top end, one thing is certain: this coin is always a prize, always a treasure, always a crown jewel. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1907 Indian head $10 gold eagle is proof that coins are more than currency, they are history you can hold. And this one, without question, stands among the finest treasures America has ever produced. So the next time you see a gold coin, ask yourself, is it just money, or is it a masterpiece? With the 1907 Indian head $10, the answer is clear: it is a masterpiece worth a fortune. And if fate ever places one in your hands, hold it tightly, for you would be holding not only thousands of dollars in value, but also the dream of a president, the genius of an artist, and the pride of a nation. The year 1908 was historic in many ways. America was booming with industry, progress, and innovation. But in coinage, something even more profound was happening. The transformation begun in 1907 under President Theodore Roosevelt was continuing, and the Indian head $10 gold eagle was right at the center of this revolution. This coin was designed by the legendary sculptor Augustus Saint-Gaudens, the man Roosevelt handpicked to breathe new life into U.S. coinage. Saint-Gaudens believed that coins should be miniature works of art, worthy of admiration for centuries. And in 1908, the vision that began in 1907 became firmly established with the second year of this iconic design. On the obverse, the coin shows Lady Liberty like you've never seen her before, adorned with a Native American war bonnet, a headdress of feathers that conveys strength, courage, and pride. This was a bold move, a break from traditional European-style Liberty figures, and it gave the coin a uniquely American identity. Turn the coin over, and the reverse is just as powerful. The majestic eagle stands tall on a bundle of arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing both readiness for battle and a desire for peace. Every detail was carefully crafted to represent the American spirit. Now, let us talk about why the 1908 Indian head $10 with no mint mark is so valuable. Unlike coins struck at Denver or San Francisco, the Philadelphia Mint did not place a mint mark. This makes the no mint mark issue highly sought after, especially since 1908 was only the second year of the series, and one of the most historic. Collectors know that coins from this era were not made in enormous numbers compared to modern coins. Fewer have survived in pristine condition, and those that have are now worth small fortunes. Every example that exists today carries over a century of history, making it far more than just a piece of metal. In terms of gold content alone, the coin contains nearly half an ounce of pure gold, which already gives it a solid foundation of value. But its true worth goes much deeper. It is about rarity, demand, artistry, and the story it tells of Roosevelt's dream for America's coinage. When this coin was struck, it was not simply money for commerce. It was the embodiment of Roosevelt's mission to elevate the beauty of American money to rival that of ancient Greek masterpieces. That story makes it priceless in the eyes of collectors, and that's why its value has soared through the years. So, how much can the 1908 Indian head $10 really sell for today? In lower grades, it can easily fetch thousands of dollars, far above its gold content. Well-preserved examples are worth even more, often rising into tens of thousands of dollars. But here's where things get truly exciting. At the highest levels, in gem quality condition, the 1908 Indian head $10 gold eagle with no mint mark has reached astonishing prices. At major auctions, top-graded specimens have sold for over $80,000, and certain rarities in extraordinary condition have pushed even higher. Imagine that for a moment: a single $10 gold coin from 1908, now worth tens of thousands of dollars, and in some cases approaching six figures. That is the power of history, rarity, and artistry combined. And the demand for this coin is not slowing down. Collectors from around the globe continue to chase it, and investors recognize it as a tangible asset with both historical and financial strength. Every time one of these coins comes up for sale, it attracts fierce competition. What makes the 1908 coin so motivational is that it proves how something once used as money, perhaps in daily transactions, can transform into a priceless work of art worth life-changing amounts. It reminds us that treasures are often hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone with knowledge and passion to recognize them. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever come across the 1908 Indian head $10 gold eagle with no mint mark, understand what you are holding. You are holding over 115 years of history, the dream of a president, the genius of an artist, and the pride of a nation, all captured in pure gold. This is not just a coin, it is a masterpiece that proves America's legacy in art and culture. It is valuable, it is rare, and it has the power to inspire. And remember, its maximum value has reached $80,000 and beyond, depending on condition and rarity. That is the kind of wealth this treasure carries today. So, if fortune ever places one of these remarkable coins in your hands, hold it tightly, because you will not only be holding a piece of American history, you will be holding a fortune in gold.